This is going to be a very important point that I'm going to try and tease out from Alec, because this may affect how we act in regard to demons and spirits later. So, what is Alec's motivation? So I'm trying to play him as someone who believes in the Chantry. So I don't care isn't appropriate. No, sorry. My brain is now going justice in Enders, very close to becoming a rage demon. With that, and that brings in that idea of wish going wrong, wish going wrong, wish going wrong. That Alec doesn't know that, so I don't care. I don't think is something Alec would say. He's going to have an opinion on this. Is he going to be... Am I going to be like, oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. You're wrong. Or am I going to be more along the lines of, if that is the case, what can we do? Can we defeat a demon without destroying it? Trying to think now. We got... What would you say, Alec? I need to know for this. Does he... This is the problem. The Chantry's beliefs are... And otherwise, like, here is some homework. Here are, like, the entire codified beliefs of the Orthodox Chantry. Of Ostwick. Going to be slightly different versions in different areas. Can we change that? Let's go with that.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
That's not what... No.
The world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding...
Okay.
But the question is a good one. And it matters that you thought to ask.
That was not what I was thinking of asking. I was wondering if we could turn demons back into the spirits, and undo it going wrong. But, oh well. I'll just go.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
I doubt it. Because I don't think... Because... But... Can we fix that? The thing at the line was talking about demons. Kind of spirits becoming demons. Which is why I picked what I picked. If I'd known it was, can we not be aggressive to demons, I would have said, no, I think we're going to be fighting demons a lot.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us. Even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience will be an asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
Are you looking for a particular one?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Thank you.
I'll leave you to your work.
So, yes, that's my thoughts on that last question. I should probably quick save before talking to Solus next time. I don't think there's any decent... There's probably not a decent load ahead of it back, is there? That was what? I don't know how far back that is the problem. Oh, that's the Frostback Mountains. That's where we are. Why doesn't it say Haven? That's where we are. It's really confusing. Can I afford to go back? No, we'll just roll with that. So I'm gonna role play it that what he was actually asking. Oh, there's a thing in here. He was actually asking, is there any way to stop them being aggressive, which is different to what Solus said, because Solus was saying, oh, we may be able to get along with them, which is not going to happen.
Yes?
Maybe. Tell me about the circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Wasn't the circle disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Shouldn't you replace Fiona? That's not how leadership works. Then again, but the Tavinta stuff is wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. I'm not. No, I don't know. I know she doesn't like Fiona, but I'm still a bit wary of her.
Thank you for all that you are doing to her.
You're welcome. Turn in research.
And
Oh.
Mother Giselle will treat all demon claw wounds as you suggest, to deal with the venom.
Toxin, not venom. It's only venom if it's deliberately injected into the bloodstream. This is simply an infection. Are you writing this down?
I have a very good memory.
Write it down, please.
Bonus against humanoids.
Greetings.
Investigate. What are your... how did you meet Liliana? I'm sure I've asked this, haven't I?
How do you and Liliana know each other?
We moved through similar circles in Norlay. I believe we actually met in Val Royale. Leliana was quite an accomplished player of the game by then.
What's the game? I would have asked this, I'm fairly sure.
What exactly do you mean when you say the game?
Forgive me. The game refers to the slow duels of influence among the noble and powerful of Orlais. It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but Orlesians are fond of playful touches.
That could be a really interesting board game. There probably is one. Like where you're manipulating things very slowly, subtly, kind of manipulating things from behind the scenes for your betterment. Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Yes. What about our allies?
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Ooh. What about our roguish friend, our warriors? I'm asking. Ooh, Cassandra.
I was thinking of Cassandra.
Seeker Pentagast is a princess of the Kingdom of Nevada, although that barely seems important to her. She was not interested when I asked if we might make use of her royal relations. Still, the Inquisition would not have formed without Cassandra. She's an extraordinarily driven woman.
Let's go through all our people then. Cullen.
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
Heap. Mr. Blackwall.
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
Sir Blackwall seems as loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
And, Mr. Bull?
The Iron Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
So he's like an iron bull in a china shop? Kenzie unsubscribes. What about our mages? Vivienne.
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally.
Let's not talk. Let's not discuss the circle around her anymore. That might get problematic. Solus.
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
Indeed. Rogues. Miss Sarah.
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however. I'm sure.
And then Varric.
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew. It's excellent, but a bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Only 3?
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
So I suspect.
And I shall embrace you.
I suspect something, but my brain has stopped. Oh well. Oh, that was it. I mean, Varric wrote books about the Guard in the last game. I wonder if he's doing something about the Inquisition this time. Green glowy things. Right, Inquisition stuff. So, so we can put stuff up here.
Word?
Nothing yet.
We can learn about history. But that's only bonuses for Codex. It's not extra dialogue, which is what I would have liked. We can actually inventory, which would be quite useful. Connections, sterling reputation. We get more money. Favor for a favor. Discounts, rare stocks. So they've got different things available. Secrets. Ah, that's how. That's how you can unlock things. So then I need maybe work on stuff here. Extra herbs with each harvest. Searching range can go further. Trainee herbalist. I assume that's a one-off. Gain stuff. Mash's method. Gain extra experience from killing people. Ah, so we've improved his speed. And that gives extra things available. What do I want? Right, what are we working on? Is there anything that helps? That's one more potion slot for all party members. That's the third thing. We're not really using those, though. Advanced focus, second tier focus effects, ability, massive focus. Extra... proper attack, fine and even leather, custom fit to both horse and rider. Significantly increases resistance to being unseated. I don't really ride that much. I don't want underworld knowledge, though. This is the problem. Is like I want to get this stuff, but some of these things are just not particularly useful. Optimal cutting. Detailed studies show how to get the maximum usable harvest. Training and spotting where the pattern breaks in nature and civilization. Increases search. Forward scouts. No, trainee herb. Oh. Reveals additional landmarks and points of interest on the maps of every area, but I need to capture a keep. Huh. Connections. I think this is probably where I'm going to spend a lot of my stuff, because I think it makes sense for a nobleman to have quite high connection rating level stuff. So that means we get stuff cheaper. That means we get more for our more for what we sell. So we'll go with that because we're going to be selling a lot of stuff. Glad I accidentally forgot to sell things before. And we have, of course, in Hushed Whispers, Champions of the Just. I'm going to have to think about that. But I think I think that I will think about this later. Choose successor in lead. Oh, I sent you, did I? Oh, I was surprised I sent her. My husband informs me that your swordsman fought with legendary skill. I confess that I know little of swordplay myself, but seeing Jean Gaspard sent off to his country estate to nurse his wounds was satisfaction enough for me. As Duchess of Lide and Valfermin, I promise that the Inquisition will always have allies here in Orlais. Duchess Carolina of Lide. That's very good, because I'd forgotten I'd done this and was planning on siding with her, so that's good. Yay! I accidentally did a thing. Investigate the strange chalk markings. Spies report. Post set up along the Imperial Highway, ostensibly to guard trade routes and facilitate procuring supplies for the Inquisition. eyes on all approaches. Fourth night, a caravan carrying refugees makes camp nearby for protection. After midnight, a young woman on crutches makes small talk with the patrol guard. After he passes, she crouches and makes the mark on a tent post. The woman pretends for half an hour to know nothing. When it becomes clear the ruse will not work, she kisses an Andrastian locket and says, "Glory to those across the seas." She dies. The locket was poisoned. Okay. We're getting more stuff popping up. That's worrisome. I mean, I could investigate the shards. I still have enough for these guys. So I get some gold. 108. Or if it's bore fruit, a portion of profits will be passed to you. Use it wisely, Herald. I can't do that, though. I mean, I could wait and see what happens. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. The Inquisition is in its infancy. Building an organization such as this is like building an army. You need soldiers, weapons to arm them, food to feed them, and that's just the beginning. I joined knowing I could be a difference. I have Warden treaties, and these allow us to take what's needed when needed. We do not face a blight, but surely a torn sky warrants as much concern. Consider it. Warden Blackwall. This could work. The blight is but 10 years past, and Thedas remembers how we were saved. I can use the treaties, leverage the goodwill owed to the Wardens, and use it for the Inquisition. I think we will do that. But I think we'll do some things around. So we can go back to gathering coin. I am thinking of one of these. Inquisition soldiers have gone missing, and the Moshi reaches the southern Ferelden. Because the region is largely uncharted, finding them will be difficult. Oh, but the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened and, if possible, bring their people back alive. So that would open up areas. That just opens up the area, doesn't it? It doesn't take time, though, does it? It just costs power. Huh. Because I kind of want to use as many people as possible. The shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Though ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. I've heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belongs to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sohail family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intended to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? Well, wait. Because I think I need to send you on this one.
At your service.
Which then means I'm not really doing anything with anyone else. So we'll send someone off to get some money. That takes... Well, it doesn't really matter which one I send. I'll send Cullen.
All right.
I think I've sent Liliana, I've sent Josephine, so I may as well do those. Which means I'm not actually... Well, I may as well. I don't know how long it will take you. It doesn't take any time at all. So I will leave it. Liliana, you get some time off. I'm not entirely sure what you do with it. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with between the mages and the Templars. And I will think about that next time. So I wanted to deal with those. So they're all doing something, and which will be resolved next time. And I will hop back in there and pick up the stuff, and then we can think about what we're doing then. But that is all for this session. Next time, I don't know, making a decision on those two. Between mages and Templars, unless we've got a load of other quests I can... Well, we have got a load of other quests I could think about, but a lot of them are quite bizarre. And there's a lot in the hinterlands, of course. So, next time, mages or Templars, probably. One of those two, I think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.